Mass graves, martial law, and Trump's whack-ass math. Let's catch up. So in Vienna, a mass grave under a soccer field was discovered. They were renovating a football pitch in Vienna, and boom, 129 Roman-era skeletons under the grass. They were all young, healthy dudes, 20 to 30, and they were just killed in battle. Sword slashes, lance wounds, blunt force, super cool. The bodies were dumped and not cremated, which is weird for Romans, so they're still looking into that, and then the carbon dating pegs it at about AD 80 to 130. This could be the first ever battle in Vienna's history. Like, this might literally be where the city started. Over in South Korea, the president is gone after his martial law stunt. President Yoon got the boot, and the Constitutional Court kicked him out for going full-on dictator. Back in December, he declared martial law, sent troops into the parliament, and had lawmakers physically dragged out. It lasted 6 hours before they shut it down, and now he's out immediately, facing charges that could mean life or death. Acting president is still holding it down until election. And then the guy that Yoon beat in 2022, Lee Jae-myung, he might get another shot. Over in Ukraine and Russia, their peace talks are ongoing as bombs are also still ongoing. Russia's pretending to want a ceasefire still while launching 10,000 glide bombs in March alone. Putin's demanding Ukraine install a temporary government and let him pick the rules. Sure. Ukraine's pushing back with new conscription law, ex-cons and volunteers are joining, and an all-female drone unit called the Harpies. Hell yeah. The Black Sea truce is still holding, somehow, by a thread. And the US, well, Trump skipped another defense summit. And then over in the US, Trump's trade tantrum happened, and then China's also clapping back. So Trump slapped a 54% tariff on Chinese goods, and China hit back with a 34% tariff on US goods, a ban on rare earth exports, and a blacklist of all US tech and agriculture firms. Global markets lost $2.4 trillion over with Apple and Nvidia getting absolutely smoked, and Japan's calling it a national crisis. But Trump's math is worse than your high school group project. Trump used this reciprocal tariff formula that literally makes no sense. Trade deficit divided by exports divided by 2 equals tariff. That's how Lesotho, one of the world's poorest countries, got hit with a 50% tariff. Economists called it insane, and while he's ranting about trade deficits, he's ignoring that the US has a $278 billion trade surplus in services last year. But that doesn't fire up his base like saying that China stole our jobs, so he just doesn't mention it. What do you think of Trump's tariffs? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's update.